Hi, welcome to your pick a card reading. So I just wanted to do a really simple, quick pick a card reading about what's coming up over the next 3 months for you. And I've set it up so that it's timeless and that, so from whenever you find this reading, whenever you're watching it, it's for the next 3 months, no matter when in the year you're watching it. And we're going to just do it really simply by card, by number, by position, no crystal, no nothing else. So you can go ahead and pick a card. So it's pile one, pile two, pile three, card one, two, three. Take a deep breath, whichever you're drawn to, number, position, or close your eyes and see what's the first card that pops out. So it's card one, card two, card three. There'll be timestamps below, and let's get into our reading. Okay, card one. Let's see what's coming up for you over the next 3 months. Nothing is yet set in stone. Sorry, now this is all backwards because I'm doing the video a little bit differently. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So I think what this is saying, it looks like you're going through something like choppy waters. Things are kind of all over the place. They're up and down. You're not really sure which direction you're going or what way to turn, perhaps. It mightn't be the most pleasant of situations that you're in right now. And you're having to kind of like go with the flow a little bit, even though, or kind of go with your kind of eyes closed a little bit and kind of trust a little bit with whatever's going on at the moment. The mutable moon, mutable signs are all about being able to adapt, being flexible, kind of dealing with what the world throws at them quite easily. They're quite adaptable and flexible and have to be in that way. And it seems if you're in this kind of situation where there's a lot of ups and downs or kind of like emotional twists and turns that are going on, that you've been having to be like that, and that's what's going on for the next kind of couple of months. But when it says nothing is yet set in stone, if you believe that something's going to stay like this, or if you believe the negative of something, and similarly if you believe the positive, there's nothing is written yet. So you have a chance to maneuver within this to create the outcome that you want, it would seem. You're a bit off, so it's going to take some time for this to kind of clear up, for you to kind of see the wood for the trees, as it were. So let's just kind of get into your reading and see what we have. So pile one, next 3 months. Well, that's definitely a bit calmer. Four of voices, four of swords. She is very chill. Very chill. Yeah, there's a decision coming. You're not sure which way to turn. You're not sure how something's going to turn out. It's very watery without there being any water card present. Very watery. You've got the Hermit at the top of the deck and the Seven of Materials at the bottom, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's happening. Just give me a sec while I kind of just tune in a bit. I want to see more about the... I want to see more about this next 6 months. Sorry, about the Six of Voices, excuse me. The Ace of Wands and the Devil. Right. So I don't know, have whatever situation you're in, have you been a bit complacent, a bit stagnant? I mean, it's all lovely, it's all nice, but there's something kind of stirring within you, perhaps, that's kind of wanting you to look further afield or to change things up a bit. There's kind of like this kind of calling within you, but something is keeping you tied to where you are. And I think this is what's like not set in stone yet about what you're going to do. It seems like you're moving away from something towards something else. Um, yeah, while what you have is nice and all, it's not the be all and end all to you. There's kind of like this higher calling that you have that you want to go for, but your obligations or your assumed obligations, your I don't want to say responsibilities because it doesn't feel like they're that. It seems like you don't want to let anyone down. And in your not wanting to let anyone down, you're not living authentically. Um, and this could be leaving a relationship. This could be leaving a home situation. It could be leaving, it could be anything. It could be going traveling. It could be leaving a job. It could be just this inner calling of just living authentically because there's something that you're not doing that you feel, and it's inside you that you're feeling it. You're feeling called to it without maybe you don't know what this thing is yet, but you can feel an urge to move away from the stability or the kind of yeah, I guess kind of stability of what you have. It's very, nice, cozy what you have perhaps. Um, but there's something stirring within you that's causing you to look further afield, that's potentially having you to move. Is it the grass is always greener on the other side? I'm not entirely sure. So over the next 3 months, I think you're kind of finding out what it is that makes you you, finding out what it is that makes you light up with passion, with fire, um, finding out what you're calling your purpose is, this thing that helps you to get out of bed in the morning, because it's not what you're living right now. And that may mean hurting some people, it may mean disappointing some people, it may mean moving away from some people, from ending certain relationships or habits or addictions or something like that. Um, just something habitual that you always do. It's kind of like it's led you to be kind of complacent, but there's something more out there for you, I think, and I think that's what you're grappling with. Um, and I think you're working on yourself with regards to this. This is under the deck. You're kind of going to find your niche, find what it is that you're looking for, and become masterful at it. Whether that be the working on the self to find out what the passion is, or the working on the self to kind of allow yourself to live this authentic kind of life that you want. Um, there's a need to go within over the next 3 months and to contemplate what is keeping you stuck or stagnant. If stuck might be even too much, it might be just more complacent. What is it that's keeping you there, that's no longer serving you, that you need to move away from? Um, and ultimately that's a decision you're going to have to make. Do I stay or do I go? And it could be just kind of like metaphorically or like psychologically, do I stay behaving this way? Do I keep upholding this level of behavior that I have that's keeping me feeling complacent? It might not even be like physically moving somewhere. It could be more of an inner kind of landscape that's going on there. Well, card one, or pile one, that's a really, really lovely reading. I just want to kind of like maybe round it off. I wasn't planning to do this, but I kind of just feel like maybe you're rounding off. I'm going to use the angels, gods, and goddesses. Angel of new life. Yeah, there's something new waiting for you. You can see that with the with the Ace of Wands there. It's very passionate. There's an inner calling. It's kind of similar here to this, you know, Hermit card. There's an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. Sorry, it's backwards again, but you're blooming now, you're blossoming now. There's a calling to want to grow, to bloom. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, actually, all of this imagery. It's so watery, and yet it's also so like full of life and abundance and bursting. It's kind of got, you've got like the desert here, the juxtaposition kind of all of this water, to find, to just let go of the emotion and see what it is that you have there on this level, without anything, with nothing. Who am I? What am I? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? And it seems like over the next 3 months there's going to be this kind of exciting new passion inside of you, that you're emerging as your true and authentic self, whatever that looks like. So I'm very, very excited for you over the next 3 months. Pile one. I hope you got something from that reading. Let me know if you did. Okay, welcome, pile two. This is your reading for what's coming up for you over the next 3 months. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Sorry, now it's backwards, but you and your loved ones are safe. It seems like over the next 3 months there's a worry, or there's something that's going on where you're maybe preoccupied with those around you, with your family life, with someone in your family that you think needs some extra support or is going through something. Sorry, let's close the window. You're kind of concerned about someone, and you feel the need to kind of look after them potentially, or yourself, or you and your family, as you go through something new. There's a new kind of episode or kind of circumstance that's after kind of happening, or I mean, it could be a repeat of something, but there's kind of a newness to it. There's this level of kind of it being something that hasn't been seen before, or it could be a new part of a continued story. But there's a need, you feel the need to take care of it, or to worry about it. You're a bit preoccupied with it. So we'll just kind of get into it and see, just can we expand on that a little bit further. I don't want to, no one wants to be worried unnecessarily. Right, you've got the Tower. Ooh. Right, okay, this one just like flew across the room. Wow, Four of Inspiration. Four of Emotions. And okay, yeah, on the top of the deck you've got the Five of Emotions, and on the bottom of the deck you've got the Seven of Voices, Seven of Swords. Right, just give me a second now to kind of look into this. Yeah, I just want to get some more information there. Tell me more about the Tower. Yeah. Interesting blank card. May not be able to find out exactly what this is. Interesting. Yeah. There's, okay. Over the next 3 months, there is something that's going to be broken down, needs to be broken down. that might be that might seem hard to come to terms with, to deal with in the moment of it. Um, and there may be a need to kind of step back slightly and to not jump on the emotional roller coaster with this one, to definitely look for your support system, um to become, you can get through this with the help of others. You can get, you and your family, you and or this family member or whatever, this is, you need to stay together, you need to stay grounded and rooted together as a family, as a unit, to be able to get through what's going on. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it seems like there's some sort of betrayal. I'm not sure if that's within the family. I'm not sure if that's happening to your family. It could be, your immediate family. It could be anyone that you know that's kind of close to you, that you see like a family member. It could be happening to them, and you need to be there to support them or help them or listen to them. Um, there there is it does seem like someone has maybe um manipulated a situation, or they have misinterpreted a situation, or they have been led to believe something that wasn't true, or something like that. There's some sort of a miscommunication there, whether that miscommunication has been purposeful, like on purpose, or it's been accidental. um, I have a sense that it could be on purpose, and so there would have been malintent on the part of someone giving the information or creating a circumstance, which then something, because of that, there's this tower moment, but that needs to be broken down so that the 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 support unit can be called upon, and so that there's a, you're fine, you're safe, you're stable. You see this, there's two fours here. So you've got the tower and then you've got two fours. Fours are always about stability, security. Like it can be also a little bit of stagnancy and being stuck. But stagnancy and stuck, particularly like, this kind of stability is really nice after a tower moment. It's because a tower moment, the foundation is taken from underneath you. Whereas right next to it, you've got the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. Two fours, there's a foundation. There's an emotional foundation there. There's an inspirational foundation there. And you can see this here with these. There's terra firma there. Whereas here, there doesn't seem like there is any of it. It was really taken out from you or whoever is around you, that this is who's dealing with this. And it's just not worked out. It's not worked out as you've intended, as you've wanted, or as the person around you has intended or wanted, and you're picking up the pieces, or you're having others to help you pick up your pieces. You can see this. I love this rock here. It's very small, and it seems to be getting bigger and bigger. And because of the support system that's around you, or you being a support system to someone else, you can sit with the emotions, you can feel the emotions. Probably not fully at first. There may be a need to kind of just calm them, maybe even freeze them for a time before you have the ability to kind of 100% deal with what's going on. However, like, you and your loved ones are safe, safe, safe. It's very safe. Um, I'm going to pull, I'm not 100% satisfied, so I want to pull, I just want to know a little bit more about the situation. Just a little bit more about it. Yeah, there's more cups. It's an emotional situation. It is to do with a loved one or to do with someone you trusted or you know, and there's a need to kind of like move away from this. Again with the Four of Wands. Um, it's actually a good thing what's happened. Um, it's actually a good thing. This is supposed to happen. Because you need to be able to be yourself. Um, I think you're going to be more joyful after this. I think it's been a bit of a hard slog, whatever situation this is or whatever relationship this is. It's been a bit tough. It's been a bit hard going, and there's been a bit of deceit, I think, in there. It's not to frighten anyone. Like, it mightn't even, you know, sometimes it like this mightn't even lead to the end of this. It does seem like there's a walking away though, but I don't want to scare anyone and say, oh, someone in your relationship has been lying to you, because it doesn't have to be this big, huge, dramatic, you're lying to me about something enormous and therefore now it's all ended or it's all just been a facade or whatever. Not necessarily. It's just there's something there that does need to be broken down, that the illusion needs to be dissipated. Um, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be about um there could be an institution. That's what I want. That's what I want to know. Where is this, like because you have the Seven of Voices, there's kind of duplicity going on there. Or like where is this deceit coming from? Like who's it coming from? Knave of Cups. This is someone who's quite immature, and it could be an immature love interest, all right, or it could be a child. Um, and the Queen of Pentacles. Jesus, who are all these people? It could be a sibling and a parent. Um, it could be a co-worker and a boss. Um, it could be a love interest and their parent. It could be a love interest and their partner, their marriage partner, like as in they have another partner over you. Um, Yeah, so these just popped out. I wasn't intending on these, but this is very the Emperor has new clothes. He's there in his underwear exposed. Someone is being exposed, something is being exposed. And this is good for you. You have a support system around you, you have stability, you need this to be able to kind of like move on. Knowing this and whatever you do to decide after that is up to you, but it's like eyes wide open on this one, not eyes wide shut. And I just want to round that off. This is a good thing. God of conflict resolution. God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. Yeah. Trust your intuition on this one. When you are told the truth, people are telling you the truth all the time, whether you're choosing to believe them or not. If it's not with their words, it's with their actions. Um, trust your intuition and what you're being told and what you see. I feel like you need to be very grounded right now and over the next 3 months, because information is going to be revealed to you, and you are someone may try to kind of manipulate that or manipulate you into believing something that isn't the truth. So you need to just be wide. um okay, God, sorry that I really didn't. It doesn't have, it's for your higher good, it doesn't have to be negative, but I don't want it to be this kind of kind of negative kind of um reading, which is why I'm going to pull another one. Goddess of Oneness. Well, this is the stability and groundedness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. And if you do have people, or even nature or an animal or something that you can rely on and that you can I think it's your support system as well. Whatever it is that keeps you grounded and keeps you feeling secure and stable and safe, you don't let anyone pull the wool over your eyes. Don't let anyone take away your sense of assuredness in this world. You do have like a terra firma underneath you, so you are going to be fine. As you said, you and your loved ones are safe. So that's what I have for you, group two. I hope you got something out of that, and like, fear not, to do with that. Okay, thanks. Okay, group three, let's see what's coming up for you over the next 3 months. Full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. How amazing. Um, I think that kind of just does what it says on the tin. Show the world the real you. Think about that's about living kind of more authentically over the next coming months, and kind of being true to yourself, and maybe acting and saying things that are in alignment with yourself, instead of maybe, Jesus, keeping quiet, um instead of keeping quiet or keeping your opinions to yourself. Can also be about standing up for yourself or standing up for others, to do with Aquarius. Right, I just want to get more information. Ten of Pentacles. Lovely. Wow. Wow, this is very aligned. Amazing. Lots going on. So you've got the Page of Emotions, Page of Cups on the top here, and on the bottom of the decks you've got the Two of Emotions. Anyone who's kind of looking for love, looking at this reading, this is really positive. In order to get there, though it seems like you need to be true to yourself and to be the real you. What I love about Aquarian energy is that it kind of marches to the beat of its own drum, and it's not afraid, even though it doesn't want to be in the limelight. It kind of, it's not afraid to voice its opinions, or to stand up for the underdog, or to be contrary to the mainstream. So it's kind of like fly your weird flag, um, your freak flag or something. Um, and I think this is about like showing this to like your family and your community, to maybe show it at work. Um, there may be a coming out of the closet in a sense, with some of this. Now, whatever form that takes, it doesn't have to be about sexuality, but it can be, especially with the Aquarian energy here. It can be to do with anything. It can be to do with just your interest, your hobbies, who you hang out with, your wishes and your desires, your purpose, what you feel called to do. It might be in direct confliction or contradiction to those around you. However, what I'm seeing from this is that if you do come out of the closet in whatever form that is, and expose yourself, allow yourself to be vulnerable. This Aquarian energy is kind of pouring its emotions out. It is being vulnerable. It's laying it all out there. It's saying, I want this. I'm going after this. This is who I am. I no longer want to be alone within this. I want to share this with the rest of the community. I want to share this with the rest of the family. I want to share this with those around me, and I want to build this community based on authenticity and what my true nature is and who I truly am. And it's just beautiful. And therefore, you will be met with these offers of love, and it doesn't even have to be romantic, but if it is, this is very positive for that. It is positively indicated here. But it is that you will be met with love, you will be met with support. And although this might feel quite hard and might feel lonely also doing this, because there may be a loss of some people, and there may be time that needs to be spent alone and in contemplation. Ultimately, you will be met with nothing but positivity. You will be met with just positive emotion. You will find the others that you other or others that you are looking for, who are truly like you, who get you, who understand you, who are on a similar path to you. And I think for some of you as well, this might actually be a journey of going it alone and being alone. And but knowing that behind you you have this support of this community, you have this sense of self that is backed up by the power of a family or a friend group or a society or a community. um I think there's a sense of kind of potentially needing to be alone for a while before meeting others. For some of you, you could be leaving a community, um, one community to follow another community. You could be leaving your family for the first time, and now you get the opportunity to truly be yourself, um, and follow your heart's desires and follow your true purpose. Um, Yeah, is there just any more information on maybe the situation? Oh, under the deck you've got the star, which is the Aquarian um major arcana card. And you can see here she's totally being herself. The star is really healing energy, and the healing comes from the expression of the true self and the dipping the toes into the waters of humanity and having that empathy for others and being able to kind of stand up for others. And in standing up for others, we're also standing up for the self, and being our authentic selves, we're helping others to be their authentic selves and stand up for themselves and stuff. Yeah, and you can see because her dress or her outfit is it's sheer. So she's exposed, but she's not exposed. She's vulnerable, but she's not vulnerable. It's like it's kind of like this beautiful allowing the self to be seen, um, but not being afraid of it. It's there's like this I'm really showing you who I am. However, there's also things that we keep private or something, or it's like I'm okay if you see me. I'm okay that this is sheer. I'm okay that I've exposed myself in this way. Um anyway, so this is just any other information for this. Oh, oh, amazing. Yeah, this is like Queen of Wands. Just look at that outfit. Um yeah, just look at that outfit. This is like fly your freak flag. um, this is be you, follow your passions, go after what you want. Just show. I feel something very just with the last two cards there to do with, now I know it's the deck as well, but to do with kind of like fashion and expressing yourself, even this card too, expressing yourself kind of like with your clothes, with your body, with your hair, with your what you're wearing. I don't know, is there any like fashion designers watching this or wannabe fashion designers or something? There's something very and especially I'm not going to bring the astrology into this, but like it's maybe there's kind of like you want to reinvent yourself as well, like the Aquarian energy can be a reinvention. There could be a rebranding of something, of exposing yourself, let's say, kind of like online with the Aquarian thing too, of like kind of exposing yourself, who you are online, and your, if you have a brand, that also. Anyway, that's just kind of an aside. Want to round it off. What a beautiful reading for the next 3 months, honestly. It's just kind of you being called to to be you. That's it. It's that simple. Being called to be you. Um, Your angel card is Angel of Manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. I feel like you being your authentic self leads to potentially an offer, and the manifestation of what it is that you want. Like, look how in love she is. Look, with this person that's there just looking at her, it's like they're so in sync, they're so in flow. It's so abundant. It's kind of like, look at this energy here, and it's kind of, you're mirroring and manifesting what you want just by being yourself, just by showing who you are and following that. So pile 3, that is an absolutely beautiful reading for you. I hope you got something out of it, and I'd love to hear if you do or how this manifests in the comments. Thank you.